10 years ago, building a brand meant hiring a room full of specialists. You needed capital, an agency, and months of patience. Today, the tools to execute all of that sit right on your laptop. Having access to everything has shifted the primary friction from acquisition to selection. Your success now depends on identifying which of the available tools won't waste your time. Software companies want you to believe their platform is the definitive answer for every user. That is a marketing myth. There is no universally perfect AI. Mapping cost against operational scale reveals a mess of overlapping logos. What saves a solo creator breaks a large department, as quick tools lack structural guardrails. But filtering the noise leaves three distinct categories: bootstrapper, scaler, and enterprise. The defining trade-off between these tiers comes down to one metric: control. You either choose granular, pixel-by-pixel creative control, or you choose automated volume. You cannot maximize both. Buying an AI tool that doesn't match your current organizational maturity is the quickest way to destroy your return on investment. The entry level is the bootstrapper. This is the solo creator. You have zero budget, you are willing to put in the manual effort, and you want to learn the actual mechanics of design. This matrix breaks down tool costs. For the solo tier, you aren't paying cash. You're paying with 30 minutes of manual editing per post and absorbing a steep technical learning curve. The payout is a professional visual identity at near zero financial cost. The risk here is visual conformity. Without an inherent eye for design, relying heavily on manual templates results in a generic aesthetic identical to your competitors. There is also a hard operational ceiling. If your business grows and you try to double or triple your content output using these manual tools, you will burn out. For the bootstrapper, manual tools operate as a direct barter system. Your personal time is the currency you use to pay for software capabilities. Once a business outgrows that manual approach, they enter the scaler tier. These are small businesses, agencies, and creators who can no longer afford to spend 20 minutes tweaking a single graphic. Returning to the matrix, focus shifts to the middle column. Here, required inputs change. Instead of dragging shapes, your input becomes data, basic business logic, competitor profiles, or URLs. In return, AI generators output brand kits, marketing copy, and localized video in under 2 minutes. The financial equation shifts here. You leave the free tiers behind and take on medium-tier monthly subscriptions. To gain that speed, you give up pixel-perfect control. You rely on the AI's structural design decisions, rather than making every micro-adjustment yourself. This changes the human role. You are no longer the creator, you are the editor-in-chief. Your job is to verify factual accuracy and polish the AI's specific idiosyncrasies before publishing. For scalers, the monthly subscription is a strategic purchase of their own time and cross-channel consistency. At the top of the market is the enterprise tier. When you have hundreds of employees publishing globally, a single off-brand post or copyright violation is a severe legal and reputational risk. Looking at the matrix's final column, data requirements for high-end platforms are intense. You feed comprehensive rulebooks, exact hex codes, and strict legal guidelines into a multi-agent system. The output matches the input, localized campaigns spanning 140 languages, with automated brand adherence and risk flagging built in. The financial cost is steep, but the true expense is operational. Deploying these platforms requires massive change management and a long implementation curve across your entire staff. The design trade-off here is rigidity. These systems are intentionally strict. They actively stifle spontaneous creativity in order to protect the organization's broader brand equity. For global organizations, this massive premium funds an automated brand protection insurance policy. Understanding these three tiers is only useful if you apply the logic to your own operation. You need to diagnose exactly which stack your business requires right now. This visual framework starts with one central question: what is your primary bottleneck? If your bottleneck is a total lack of budget, and your goal is to learn the mechanics of design, your path routes directly to manual template tools. If your constraint is time, you need a high volume of content, and you lack design skills, you follow the path to dedicated AI generators. If your bottleneck is governance and your team size has created a massive legal risk, you route to the unified enterprise platforms. You always have a finite complexity budget. Upgrading your software stack before your organizational maturity actually demands it is an operational mistake. If you deploy a rigid, high-end enterprise platform to solve a simple, low-volume problem, you guarantee workflow chaos and a negative return on your investment. Technology solves execution, but it cannot solve strategy. No AI tool defines your niche, outline your purpose, or identify your target audience. You have to build that foundation first. You must point your operational engine in the exact right direction before accelerating. AI and branding is merely an accelerant. The definitive factor in your success is selecting the tool that exactly matches your current operational reality.